I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
It's alright.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
Then we're safe.
Then the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Okay, it said something across here, but it faded away too fast for me to read it. Great job, EA. Special shipments. Acquired staff of the dragon, light armor of the dragon. Read. Patient observations. Vain hope. Someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy. Shallow breathing. Pulse over fast. Not responsive. Pupils dilated. Mage says her scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar in here just in case. Alrighty, I guess I'm the patient in question. Let's see. Loot. Because of course, we gotta have some loot. Oh, fruit. Okay, let me check my inventory. What is this? Light armor of the dragon. Equip. And okay, so this one I'm going to put move to valuables. This one move to valuables. Okay, this one, I can't move it to valuables, so I'm going to destroy. Okay. Oh, I can't wear this one because I'm not level 6 yet. And I just destroyed my cowl, so I'm screwed. Okay. Still figuring it all out. I'm really not enjoying the game at the moment. Staff of the Dragon. Acolyte Ice Staff. Okay, let's equip that. And this will move to valuables. Let's see, what do we have here? Nug skin. Okay. Close. Alright, we got a door here. Well, first of all, let me save the game. Oh lordy. This game is about, it's pretty much doing me in. I got so upset on that battle. I had to go through that crap so many times just to complete it. What's all that? This is interesting. It's nice that I don't have freaking loading screens when I go into one of these buildings. And the windows actually work as windows. You can look out of them and actually see what's out there. Oh, fruit, I'll take that. Ooh, some loot hidden behind their building. Come on, I'm clicking on it. What's it gonna take for you to open that thing? Rugged longbow, disciple, fire stave. Okay, well, I'll take all of those. Tree blocking the way there. Ooh, some more elf root hidden behind. It pays to discover. If anyone from Discover is watching, you want me to be a sponsor, let me know. Okay, let's see what it says. More loot. Take all. Elf root.
That's her. That's the Herald of Andraste.
Ooh, where?
They said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over her.
Where? Where's this Herald of Andraste? Find Cassandra in the Chantry. Well, where's the Chantry? I have no freaking idea. Let's see. Big important building. I gotta look for a big important building. This way. Big important building. That looks like the big important building. Okay. Because big important buildings are always big.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
Still a lot of rifts left all over.
Oh, let's go in here. Let's see. Hello, anyone home? What does this say? Oh, this is where I came out. Or is it? I don't know. This looks different. It says day 3, patient observations. What would be a piece of the writing be in another building for? This is weird. Less thrashing. Some response to stimulus. Vitals seem solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. All this work to save her life, and will they just execute her? Will inform Lady Cassandra I expect her to wake before the morn. Okay. Why would this guy scatter his notes all around?
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Where's the Herald? Do they mean me? Surely they can't mean me. Alfred. I'm no Herald. I'm just Bianca. Dead end.
Good luck sealing those rifts.
Thanks. I think.
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
I think they're talking to me? They're calling me the Herald of Andraste? Why are you guys kneeling? What's going on here? Read.
Why did Lady Cassandra have her in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
The Singing Maiden. Have you ever heard the story of King Bedwyr? Bedwyr, like most kings, was a man of great pride who expected nothing but complete loyalty from his subjects. He believed the best way to achieve this was through fear. After all, those who feared him would never cross him or question his rule. Sounds like somebody I know. Most importantly, those who feared him would always seek to please him. Bedwyr cultivated terror in his subordinates through the gleeful and unrestrained use of a contraption referred to as the Maiden. The Maiden was a hinged iron casket, as high and wide and deep as a man, with vicious spikes within, meant to pierce through the poor soul locked into it. Bedwyr's Maiden was a prized possession and stood in place of honor in his throne room, often with a screaming victim inside it. Political rivals, suspected assassins, treasonous ministers, the Maiden consumed them all. As time passed, more people were given to the Maiden for increasingly trivial offenses. The cook for oversalting the king's food, the page boy for dropping his sword. The Maiden cast a pall over the kingdom, and its people prayed for deliverance from their cruel king. And one day a strange woman rode into the city. She called herself Ember, and was an emissary from a far-off land. Her leaders had heard, she said, of Bedwyr's wisdom and authority. She sought the king's counsel. The thought he had earned the adulation of brother kings across the sea made Bedwyr swell with pride, and he granted Ember an audience. They dined and danced, and through it all, Ember flattered and fawned on the king. At the end of the night, Ember asked to see the Maiden, the infamous device that had given Bedwyr all his power. The king, giddy with praise, proudly presented Ember with the empty contraption. Ember looked at the Maiden, sighed with disappointment, and said, "It does not look terrifying at all. I should have imagined the spikes to be much sharper." Bedwyr grew red at her comment and replied, "The spikes are sharp enough. Look at the blood that still clings to them. But it's so small," said Ember. "Are only children and women its victims?" Bedwyr grew redder still and replied, "Of course not. The Maiden has devoured many men." Ember shook her head and said to the king, "I do not believe it. Surely no warrior could fear this thing. A man like yourself, tall and muscled, would not fit within." The king laughed and saw a way to prove the merit of the Maiden to Ember. "I will show you how easily a man like myself could fit," he said. And with that, he stepped into the device. Ember was waiting, and no sooner had Bedwyr squeezed himself into the iron casket than Ember slammed it shut on him. Ember took the Maiden with the screaming Bedwyr inside, through the castle and down into the city. and the people, finally free from the king's tyranny, cheered and danced to the singing that echoed through the streets until Bedouin was dead and it finally stopped. A tale often told in the Singing Maiden Tavern. Yeah, that didn't happen.
It's complicated.
If such a thing had happened, the poor Ember would be the one being carried through the streets because the lackeys of the king would have immediately seized her, saved the king from inside it. He probably would have perished later on, or at least been severely injured. But she would have been dead. She would have been the one carried through in this contraption. Thus she knows it's just a fable.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
Taking out the head of the beast does not kill the beast when it comes to politics. Especially not when the
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
not when the head is just a talking piece. Alright, let's see what's over here. More hidden elf roots. Any more scattered pages of the doctor's notes? It says loot. Rouse feather charm. This is read. Oh, here's another page. Day 2. Pulse normal, breathing normal. Still unresponsive. Keppel drop feed of prep. Elf root extract to hasten her recovery. A lot of thrashing. Mutters about too many eyes. Something about the gray. Encouraging? Alright, so hello, who are you? Is it Dan?
I believe Lady Cassandra wanted to speak with you.
Yes, but I'm here to speak with you now.
I believe Lady Cassandra wanted to speak with you.
You're gonna be that way? Okay. He doesn't want to speak to me. This looks like an important building. Oh, I was just in here. How about in here? What's in here? Nothing that I can see. You guys are in my way. Really?
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
Yeah, well, you can do me a favor by not blocking the road. Can't open that door.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
That isn't Chancellor Roderick's decision, sister.
Most of the Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. Who will lead us now?
Andraste didn't have Grand Clerics telling her what to do, and she managed nonetheless.
You expect us to be like Andraste?
Someone must.
Make her watch over you.
Okay. Lots of candles in here. dark over here. Whew. Read. A chant for the departed. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the moth sees light and goes toward flame, she says she should see fire and go towards light. The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her beacon and her shield, her foundation and her sword. Transfigurations 10:1, often sung by mourners as they light candles. Okay.
Have you gone completely mad? She should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe she is guilty.
The prisoner failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, she intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did what I could.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
Well, I think this is her thought process. We got one guy in authority who wants to chain her up, execute her, and all that kind of stuff. And then we have Cassandra, who seems to think that I'm some sort of chosen person, and a lot of people who think I'm a chosen person. If I deny that I'm a chosen person, then they might execute me. It is in my favor. It behooves me to play up this concept that I'm some sort of chosen one and cater to their religious fervor to save my butt. So, blessed be the Maker.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide.
We lost everything then. Out of nowhere, you came.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order, with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Investigate. What do you mean, the Inquisition of old?
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
Investigate. You want a holy war?
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
Investigate. Okay, now when I chose this option, I had another.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
So I'm gonna go through it again.
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
See, so now I get this option 4. So I'm going to select option 4.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
I want to help.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.